Hey everyone, it's Deja with Knit and Crochet Ever After, and today I have a new limited time free pattern, the Moxie scarf. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Let me explain what the limited time free pattern is real quick, and then we'll move on to the pattern itself. I sell patterns on Etsy and Ravelry. I also give away a lot of free patterns on my website and do kind of tutorials for those here on the channel. But sometimes, because I'm trying to get back, especially with all this inflation, I will release one of my paid patterns for a limited time for free. And with that, I always include a video tutorial for a portion of the pattern, which is what you're watching now. Then you get the deal if you're following and hitting the notification bell and wherever you follow me, my blog, my Facebook, Instagram, here, I will release it everywhere so you're aware that it's out. And if you're following me, you get notice and you get the pattern for free. So if you see down below in the description that it says take me to the pattern, it is still free. If you see an Etsy and Ravelry link, it is past the free time and it's only for sale now. I would still love for you to purchase it so that you can support making more stuff free for everyone. But be sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any more of the free stuff. So let's get back to the pattern. So this is the Moxie Chevron infinity scarf. I love infinity scarves because they just go all the way around. You can like wrap them around and nothing's falling off. I wanted to show you kind of a close-up of this. So the stitch pattern has this kind of lacy in between each row, and I'm going to walk through how to do that because the instructions are a little bit, they can be difficult if you're not used to reading crochet instructions, so I'll show you exactly what they mean in the tutorial. But I wanted to talk about this yarn real quick because I love it so much. So this is by, I'm going to butcher the name, Schloppel. It's this guy here. This is an O in the middle with the little cat holding the yarn, super cute. Zauberball is just what I call them. When I see them, they are so distinct. This is what they look like. So distinct. I don't think there's any other company out there that wraps their balls like this. And I love the way it looks. It's like almost too perfect to use, but every single color is like its own wrap around the whole ball. It's just such a cool thing. But the Zauberballs, they come in such beautiful colorways. Every single one that I've ever used are just awesome. This is the crazy version. It's called Crazy. Crazy, right? So it's the same colorway as I have a scarf in my shop called the Fall Infinity Scarf, and it's the same colorway. It's called Flederdorf. I butchered that too, but it's a lot of purples. But in that colorway, the non-crazy version of the yarn, the colors are very long changing, which I love for crochet because, you know, any kind of short color change, you can't get through like a whole row. But you can see this one is like almost perfect for each row. So you get almost a different color every single row. I love that so much. And it has kind of a tweedy look. You can kind of see how it's got the little kind of different colors on each one. So it's so pretty. It is like so easy to work with. I love this yarn. So I'm going to link it down below so that you can get it if you want to match what I have. Then we are using a 4mm crochet hook for the project, obviously. Hook-wise, not size-wise. This is a kind of fingering weight, and the other thing I love about this yarn is that there is enough yardage. There's like 430 yards, so this is one ball, and the balls don't even look that big. They're like this, and it looks like you wouldn't have enough, but you can see like this thing is really wide. I can wrap this, I'm not going to wrap it because it's going to mess up my mic. I can wrap it around twice, you know, to get a nice cowl. So it's plenty of yardage for a crochet scarf, especially and definitely in a knit. So get your stuff, get your pattern, and let's go work on this. So the first thing that we're going to start with is a tall chain. So I use tall chains instead of chain 3s so that it creates a more dense edge and you don't get those holes. And I have a tutorial on it that talks more about it, but just what we're doing is a tall chain the size of a double crochet, and we're going to lock it in with another chain. Then we are going to do a DC 2 together over the next 3 stitches. So it sounds weird, but it's pretty easy. So we yarn over, we're going into the previous stitch, that very last stitch of the row below, pulling up a loop and pulling through 2. Then we're skipping this next stitch, so it says skip the middle stitch, and then we're going to go into the stitch after. And we're going to do the same thing. When we pull through the first 2, we have 3 loops on our hook, we yarn over and pull through all 3. And that gives us a little gap between our DC 2 together. Then we're going to alternate. We're going to be doing chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the stitch after, and we're going to do that till we get to the peak. So chain 1, DC in the next stitch because we're skipping 1, chain 1, we're skipping 1 more. Here we are at the peak, and we're going to do kind of a cluster stitch. So we're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet back in the same stitch, another chain 1, and 1 more double crochet in the stitch to finish our peak. So basically when we're going, we're just remembering that we have to do chains in between every stitch, except for this one right here. You'll see what we're going to do there. So we just finished a double crochet, so we're going to chain 1. Whenever we chain 1, we skip a stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, and now we're going to do our valley stitch. So we're going to chain 1, don't forget that, yarn over, we're going to skip that next stitch, we're going to put into this one, so it says DC 3 together over the next 5 stitches. So it's kind of like this beginning one, we're just doing a little extra. So we're going to begin our first double crochet, yarn over, skip that next stitch, work into the middle of the valley, yarn over, pull through the first 2, then we're going to yarn over, skip that next stitch, and do 1 more. So we're just skipping 2 stitches in between and doing a DC 3 together, so that creates that other gap in this side of the stitch. So again, chain 1, DC in the next stitch. So the written instructions, they are a little confusing because you're like, DC 3 in the next 5, you know, that's more stitches than we're getting rid of. So now you see that we're skipping some stitches in between just to create those spaces. So we're just always chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and moving on. So that is how you work those stitches. We will go and do some final thoughts and wrap this up. So that's it. It was pretty easy, right? Like, it's not that difficult once you understand what the written part means. So it's just a little different, like I said, but not that hard. So this is the Moxie scarf. I hope you like it. I hope that you enjoyed watching the tutorial for it. I would love if you hit the like button. It's a button, right? I'm like, the like, what is it called? The like button. Subscribe, hit the notification so that you get noticed when all these other new free patterns are coming, because I'm always going to be releasing more. I'm Deja with Knit and Crochet Ever After, and thank you for watching.